Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak with today's news update. It was confirmed late last night that Jordan Henderson is to be Liverpool's new vice-captain. Obviously Daniel Agger left the club in the transfer window and there were loads of calls about who was it going to be. Was it going to be Lovren, Henderson, Lucas, Kolo Toure even got in on the act. But I think, and Martin Skrtel as well, I personally believe that Jordan Henderson was the right man for the job. The way that he conducts himself both on and off the pitch really says to me he sort of embodies everything about Liverpool Football Club at the moment. Rodgers believed that as well. He said something very, very similar himself, and he knows much better than I as well. But Jordan Henderson, look, even just on this season, you can't fault his effort, you can't fault his work rate. People do say he doesn't get into the box enough. I think that's starting to change this season, although obviously against Villa, his position on the field meant that he didn't get forward as much as in previous games. But I think, you know, for Liverpool Football Club, I see him as a future captain of the club. And therefore, it just seems right to me that he's the vice-captain. I'm absolutely made up for him. It comes on the eve of one of our biggest games in years. You know, it's been 5 years since we've been in the Champions League. And I think it'll be a real boost to him and to the squad to know that you know, if you work hard, you can turn your fortunes around almost, can't you? Look at it. Back in sort of 2012, this guy was getting berated by Liverpool fans, from most Liverpool fans as well, and he's turned that around, and that's a real good story for Liverpool Football Club at the moment, isn't it? And I think that because of the way that he's been treated by the fans and he's turned it around himself, he is a true example to the other players at the club. Do you know what I mean? There's other players that aren't quite getting the rub of the green at the moment, and they'll look up to Jordan Henderson and think, do you know what? That boy was in the same position as me a few years ago, and look where he is now. And he's being talked about as a future captain, taking over probably the greatest player Liverpool have ever had in Steven Gerrard. So I just think it's an absolutely brilliant decision. I wish it had come out maybe a game earlier, just before the Villa game. You know, give the lads a bit of a G up, but look, let's not talk too much about the Villa game. It's Ludogorets tonight. I'm friggin' excited to go down there for the Champions League game, and that's what it's about, isn't it? You know, bringing the big times and the good times back to Anfield, and who can argue with that, you know what I mean? So let me know in the comment section below what you think of Jordan Henderson as vice-captain, whether you disagree with it or agree with it. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well for free to get updates about when we release our videos, which obviously we're trying to do a lot more nowadays. And if you want as well, if you've got to spare £2 a month, do subscribe to the website www.theredmentv.com for exclusive shows, 3 a week, between sort of 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour long on all kinds of things. It's proper good fun as well. So thanks again for watching. That's Chris Pajak, done and dusted for a Reds news update.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. Aston Villa is gone. It's time to talk Champions League. Liverpool are back in the big time. We start with the visit of Ludogorets